What is this pain I feel? Hawk smash.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy. It's my time, Jay, and I'm back with another video. And if you see the thumbnail, see the title, you know what this is about. I just want to have a little talk about Bifrost. You know, Bifrost's been out for a couple of weeks now, and I really haven't made a video or really talked about how I feel on Bifrost. Now, I will say this right here, right? Oh man, it's brutal. Okay, it is very, very brutal, man. Now, when I say this, right, Bifrost been out for a week. Okay, cool. And when I tell you how hard it is to get the top 100, it's really top 200. It's really no joke. You know, I thought I was gonna make it a top 200 today. I thought I was gonna make it yesterday. I thought I was gonna be able to hit top 200, and I'll make a little video on that about how I got the top 200. But man, listen, it's hard. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If you're not a light spender, or if you're not a whale, you're not making it the top 200. Well, let me not say that. I would say you have a less of a percentage chance of making it the top 200 versus somebody who's just spending for a whole bunch of soul sagas, or they're spending for just anything just to get them far. You know, it's really, 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 really hard, man. And the way they went with, you know, Bifrost, obviously PvP, I wish they would have went a little different with this, right? I wish they would have had, obviously, the Bifrost that we have now, where you have your gear, your artifacts, every stats matter, your gear, artifacts, soul sagas, all that. Cool, fine. But then I wish they had like another Bifrost where you have no gear, no artifacts, no nothing, and it really just involves RNG and a little bit of skill when it comes to placement, right? Now, as I say that, like I said in a couple of videos before also, I do wish it wasn't auto. If it wasn't auto and it's more skill based or tactical based, as they will call it, that would be better off, right? If they would sit there and make it a little bit more tactical, right, it could work. But when you have it on auto, which involves RNG, and then you have people who are just going to spend however much they want to spend, you know, I do not fault them for spending however much they spend, you know, at the end of the day, you do what you want with your money. But when they spend this much, free-to players are having no chance in this, not even the slightest bit, you know, unless RNG is completely in your favor and you magically get the best. I don't even know, because even that, I don't think you can come out. Listen, I can face somebody with the exact same team as me, Invisible Woman, right, Juggernaut, Psylocke, and they will win because they have more soul sagas on Invisible Woman, or they have more soul sagas on Juggernaut, or they have a maxed out Psylocke. Now, I would say for this, right, if you've seen my other video before, I don't know if anybody has, but I made a video on what to get from the night shop. And honestly, after I got Psylocke, after I got like, because I already had like, I'll say a 3 out of 6 Psylocke. Once I got some of these Psylocke shards from the shop, it really got me very, very, very close to top 100. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the only reason why I even have close. When I say close, I mean close to even hitting top 100. That's the only reason why. Literally because of Psylocke. If you don't know, Psylocke is very, 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 very broken in PvP. Everybody, and I promise you, I'm not even gonna say everybody. Let me not do that. I'm gonna say majority of people are using Psylocke in PvP, and she's broken for PvP. Now for PvE, if you got a follow-up team, she definitely does work. If you're going against a single target boss, she definitely does work. But try not to focus on her damage, her big PP damage, and try to focus on her damage down. Can I say it like that? Or try to focus on her, I don't want to say damage over time, because realistically, she's not a DOT user. You know, she does do damage, but she doesn't do big PP damage. She does, what's the word I'm looking for? She does good, I don't know what the word is, but somebody you tell me the word. But understand, it's like, for PvE, I'll give her a 50-50. For PvP, she is absolutely amazing. Okay, but Bifrost is just not. It's like, I want to play this. Don't get me wrong, and I am playing it. I'm giving it my best. But say if you go against somebody who's 2055, right, and you can't really see what they have besides their artifacts and besides their highlights. I really do wish you're allowed to see their Soul Saga 2, so you'll know if somebody has a maxed out Invisible Woman or if they don't have a maxed out Invisible Woman, because all that stuff does matter. Like I said, Soul Saga really matters when it comes to this. All right, it's just how it is, you know. But that's pretty much, you know, the sum of it when it comes to Bifrost. Like I said, I wish they would have changed it around, you know, had a little free to play side of Bifrost where gear doesn't matter, artifact doesn't matter, Soul Saga doesn't matter, all that doesn't matter, and you can give the free to players a chance. Because like I said, majority of this game is free to play people. They're not, you know, the well, don't get me wrong, the majority of the wells are in PvP because that's where they belong at. That's where they usually go to. So it's understandable, right? But majority of the game is free to play. And I'm sorry, but y'all going to have to cater to the free to players sooner or later. Now, I am enjoying the game. At the end of the day, I am a light spender. I am enjoying the game at the end of the day. I'm not saying I'm not enjoying the game, but I really, man, I really do wish y'all would cater a little bit more to the free-to-play side when it comes to modes like this, or when it comes to keys, or when it comes to anything, bro. Like, please. You know, I want to see the game flourish badly. I want the game to flourish. I want the game to go to the toppest peak as possible. You know, I'm all for it. I have high hopes for this game. Still, regardless of how it's looking now, nothing is set in stone. We don't judge a book by its cover, right? Because this is just a cover at the end of the day. The game only just came out a month. They still have time to change things around, but you know, let's see. I don't really know what to say about that, you know. I just you know, I just wished it was more free to play worthy, just a little bit. I'm not asking for a lot, I'm just asking for a little bit, because right now free to players have none. Okay, like I said, they just came out with a convenience shop the other day. Guidance for wells. There's really nothing that came out for free to plays except for a free thing and a free Human Torch that came out with the Fantastic Four banner. But besides that, that's it. There's really nothing else. Now, I would show y'all some gameplay. This is another thing I want to talk about too. I wish there was more You know, instead of 0 out of 5, can we go 0 out of 10? Let me use a couple of gems to replenish at least 3 more, man. Please. At least if you're not gonna make it free to play worthy, at least somewhere, can y'all at least give us a chance to at least try to hit top 200? Like 0, only having 5. Now, on the contrary, I do get it, you know, wells and light spenders, they're probably going to just get even higher. But this, at the end of the day, this still gives me a chance, because, you know, it still gives me a chance. If I go ahead and fight everybody who's the top of 255, I should have a chance of being in the top 200, even if it's just for a little bit. You know, a screenshot or 2 won't hurt. That's all I'm saying, man. It's like we just need a little bit of something. And, you know, when even though I am a light spender, I am talking for the free to players that are out there. Okay, I'm talking for all the free to players and all the light spenders at the end of the day, right? Light spenders are the closest thing to free to play you're gonna get, you know, because light spenders don't spend all the time. They spend here and they spend there for the things that are really worth it, versus a whale who's just gonna buy everything they see, and it doesn't matter because the budget is to the limit. You know, it's to the sky, or there's no limit to it. But Bifrost really been hard, man. It's been hard. Now, this is the team I'm rocking with, obviously, Invisible Woman. I am using the 2-star highlight. Is definitely worth it. The one that gives you 140 ultimate energy. It really does go crazy. I give you that much. I am using Juggernaut with the Hawk card. I don't have his main card, so you can take what you get. If y'all want to follow this team definitely for sure got me close to top 200, and that's better than nothing I can take for right now. Sadly, you know, I wish it was better. You know, this is my Psylocke. Like I said, if you go over to the night shop and you want to get some Psylocke dupes and try to get your way to top 200, it definitely works. If I come over here, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna be able to see Psylocke. They always go Invisible Woman. But if I do go down, you're gonna see a lot of Psylocks. I really don't know what this Psylocke is doing, but listen, if it got the 200, if it got the top 200, I'm not complaining. Nine times out of 10, the Psylocke's probably maxed out, or they probably have a Invisible Woman here with the Thing, who's probably maxed out, or Emma, who's maxed out. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, most of the people that's up here are maxed out, or RNG got them so good where they don't have to worry about this, they don't have to worry about that, they don't have to worry about anything, right? And it just has them in a chokehold. I pray to the RNG gods, please, if you can get me that close, that would be highly appreciated. But I know RNG gods is never on my favor, man. I know they're just never on my favor, man. I want them to be so badly. Like, if the RNG gods get to my favor, I might get on my knees. I said it. I'm sorry. Maybe it is what it is, but as you see, even more people with Psylocke. Well, this is the same person. Let me go down this one. Now, I have been seeing people use this card on Psylocke too. I really don't know about this. I read the card, I looked at it. It's probably maxed out. They probably have a 5 max. I don't know if this card is any good. I really do need to check it out. But obviously, as a light spender free to player, I unfortunately don't have that maxed out. You really